two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a two-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Right to the air is Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald with a sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards on the ground. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Aaron Donald, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson now. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second down and goal. Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. Good start there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. See what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to look downfield for Henry. It got his man complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 37.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared.
Touchdown Colts! Quez Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Jackson on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be at the end of this play on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw is Jackson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
It's showtime, baby.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now it's Burrow. They set up the screen for Henry. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Henry diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Blankenship out for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a A 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's showtime, baby.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Henry up the middle.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there.
75 yards in 9 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From the 10.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. The deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go up the middle with Chubb.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is a man he was looking for.
But now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On third down, Jackson.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Jackson on first down.
He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give running right is Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Panthers.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Panthers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Wrecking the defense there was Brandon Smith. Back to stop him before he got to the line of scrimmage.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Now Jackson.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jackson. He's got McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Throwing, Jackson.
Complete, Smith has it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts 39-yard line.
The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.